Good morning, class 7th. So, in our previous discussion, I told you about the chapter number 1, that is nutrition in plants, and we have discussed that there are two types of nutrition. One is autotrophic and second one is heterotrophic. In autotrophic nutrition, plants can prepare their own food, and in heterotrophic nutrition, plants cannot prepare their food, so they are dependent for their food on other living beings. So I already told you that there is a food making process in plants, and that food making process is known as photosynthesis. Okay, so let's discuss the photosynthesis in detail. Now you see the structure of a leaf. This is a section of leaf which is shown here. The structure, these blocks which you are seeing, these are actually the cells of the leaf which are present inside the leaf. So these cells have this pigment which is known as chlorophyll, and I told you that chlorophyll is the substance that absorbs the sunlight. Okay, so these pigments are present inside the cells of the leaf, and in the lower epidermis, mostly in the lower epidermis, you can see this is a leaf, and in the margins of leaf, the lower surface, some structures are present, and these structures are known as stoma, or in better way we know them as stomata. This is the structure of stomata. Basically it is made like this. Okay, and it is surrounded by some cells, and these cells are known as guard cells. Okay, guard cells, you can see here also in the diagram in a better manner. These are the guard cells, and this opening is known as, see, this is the structure. This opening is known as stoma or stomatal opening, and these are the guard cells. Okay, so by the movement of these guard cells, stomata open or close. When the guard cells are moving outside, then the stomata pore is opened like this, and when the guard cells move towards the center, the stomata closes. Okay, so by the stomata, carbon dioxide from the air is absorbed. Okay, it is absorbed by the stomata inside the leaf, and this chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight, and as I told you, water is absorbed by the roots. Okay, so like this, everything reaches inside the leaves, and once these things are taken up, now you can see here also in this diagram, it is photosynthesis means process is very clear here. You can see here that carbon dioxide is coming from the air, and chlorophyll which is present inside the leaf, it absorbs the sunlight. Water and minerals are absorbed by the roots, and these things are converted by the chlorophyll into the glucose. Okay, glucose is a kind of carbohydrate. The formula is C6H12O6. Okay, so water from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air combine to form glucose, that is C6H12O6, and O6, and oxygen is also liberated. Oxygen comes out. Okay, this reaction I have written in your notes. You should learn the exercise, learn that reaction. It is very important. So carbon dioxide and water is converted into glucose in the leaves and oxygen is liberated outside. Okay, this is how the oxygen is produced by the leaves. This glucose is stored in the form of starch in the plant. Okay, this glucose is converted into another substance which is known as starch and it is stored in the leaves or the plant parts. Okay, now let's discuss the other part other part of your chapter, that is this. If you want to see whether means in all parts of the leaf this photosynthesis is carrying out, yes, it occurs. But if your leaf is having more than one color, then this chlorophyll pigment is little lesser, or you can say other color mask the pigment, so the amount of photosynthesis will be very little lesser than the green parts. Okay, if we want to know whether the starch is formed or not, or we want to see the photosynthesis has happened or not, we can do it by iodine solution. Iodine is a substance which gives blackish blue color. When iodine solution is added in a substance where starch is present, then it turns the color of that substance into blackish blue. So iodine test is used to know the presence of starch, or to know whether photosynthesis has happened or not. Then you see there is one more kind of things, or the organisms which can be autotrophic, and these autotrophic ones are the algae. You might have seen in the pond water, it is having some green color. Okay, means you see that pond water turns green, and that is due to the presence of these algae. These are another kind of autotrophic plants which can synthesize their own food with the in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. Okay, plants can prepare so many other things also other than carbohydrates, like proteins. How these form proteins? Proteins are formed by the plants in the presence of nitrogen. Nitrogen is present in the air in abundance. You know it very well that mostly the air is composed of nitrogen. This nitrogen is fixed by uh, uh, an organism which is known as rhizobium, and this rhizobium helps in fixing the nitrogen, and these plants convert the nitrogen into the proteins. Okay, so plants can prepare proteins also, carbohydrates in the form of glucose. They also form fats. Okay, so this from here I am ending this session. Other modes of nutrition we will discuss in our next discussion. Let's revise today's work which we have done. So we have discussed today that plants can manufacture their food in the presence of carbon dioxide and water. Sunlight and chlorophyll should be there, and carbon dioxide and water is converted into carbohydrates and oxygen. Now, the stomata are helpful in absorbing the oxygen, and once the carbohydrates are formed, these are stored in the form of starch. Starch is also produced by other colored leaves, but it is in smaller quantity. Algae are the living beings which are found in the ponds, and these are also autotrophic in nature. Plants synthesize other than glucose, other than carbohydrate, these are also able to synthesize fats and proteins. Other modes of nutrition, that is heterotrophic nutrition, we will discuss in our next discussion, in our next lecture. Till then, your work is to do the homework which I have given you, and once it is done you can share in the group. Okay, thank you class.